Well, I'm delighted to be joined by Chris Huhne, who is the Secretary of State for Energy and Climate Change. I nearly said Shadow Secretary of State. Now I've got to get used to not calling all
So
my
have
ministers. Yeah. So how's the conference been for you?
I think it's a great conference. It's been one of the biggest conferences I can remember. I think it is actually the biggest on record. And it's got a different sort of feeling to it, because although the same sense of, meeting old friends and coming together and lots of fringes and, frenetic activity and lots of socialising and being in the bar, there's also the fact we're in government, and that does make a difference. There's a lot of people here from the business community, for example, who wouldn't have been here otherwise. There's a lot of journalists, 60% up in terms of the journalist registration, and lots of serious commentators floating around trying to find out, what's going to happen, what's going to happen next. So it's a new ball game.
Yeah. So really, it's the size that counts now, in the sense that it's much bigger than previous conferences.
Well, it's the size, and it's the fact that when ministers make speeches and talk about their subject areas, they can actually do what they say. So, in opposition, you get used to coming up with all sorts of good ideas. And the best you could hope for, if you didn't have a chance of getting into government, was that one of the other parties would pinch those ideas and put them into practice in a rather bad way, because they didn't usually understand them very well. But here we have an opportunity to actually put into practice the ideas that we've pushed out over many years, and that's absolutely great. On energy and climate change, obviously Vince at the business department in charge of both higher education and the whole green growth agenda. It's a really interesting set of proposals. We've got Norman Baker at transport, we've got Andrew Stunnell at communities and local government, all helping on this green growth agenda, which I think is going to be very important for the government to make sure that we turbocharge the recovery from the recession.
Yeah. Chris, thanks very much.
Pleasure.
Yeah.